and welcome to my channel and to my video, this time all about the things I have created in the past 6 months. To introduce myself, if you haven't been to my channel before, my name is Chloe and you can find me over on Instagram at Snowdrop.Crafts. That's where myself and the other half of Snowdrop Crafts, my lovely friend Megan, we share all our crafty makes with a strong emphasis on crochet. Definitely very strong emphasis on crochet for me because that's all I have done for the past 6 months, whereas Megan, she has ventured into things like knitting and sewing. So I haven't created a video for 6 months because the last one was in February, where I shared everything I'd made in January and February. And then in April, I found out I was pregnant with my first baby. And the first trimester definitely hit me hard. I was so tired. I didn't want to do anything. I couldn't even crochet, which was very strange for me because for the past 4 years, I have crocheted pretty much every day. But I'm well into the second trimester now, and I've definitely got my crochet back. So I'd like to share everything I've made in the past 6 months. Also, me and Megan are thinking about starting a podcast where we share everything we've made that month and everything we want to make progress on in the following month, because they're our favourite videos to watch whilst we are crocheting or knitting. So we'd really like to do one of them. So in order to do that, I'd like to wrap up everything I've done for the past 6 months. So starting with, I've just got my notebook down here. In March, I wrote my first wearable pattern, if you don't count earrings, and that was this strawberry bralette. Here it is. I will put a picture up here as well. It might be easier to see in the picture. But this was a really lovely make, made with lovely cotton yarn from a local yarn shop. I should really have got the label out, but I haven't. And the pattern can be found, is a free pattern on my Instagram, or it's a paid pattern on my Etsy as well. I really enjoyed making this. The testers that helped me perfect the pattern for this were absolutely phenomenal. They're absolutely excellent, wonderful people. I'd love to work with them again in the future. So that was the first thing I made in March. Over the course of the next 6 months, I have made 4 of these in total. I think I gave one away as a gift, and I've still got 3 of them here as well. This is my favourite because it's the one made with my the softest cotton yarn. It's really nice. I haven't worn these, but my friend who I gifted them to, she did wear hers just a few weeks ago, and it looked lovely. She got loads of compliments for it. Next on my list was, so I've got granny squares. If you watched my last video, you know that this year, every book I read, I'm creating a granny square for it. And the idea is, at the end of the year, which could be really bad timing because my baby is due on Christmas Day, so I'll have a lot of granny squares to sew together. But at the end of the year, I'm going to put them all together. I'm thinking about using the join as you go stitch, but I'll think about that closer to the time, to put all my book inspired granny squares together, and then I'll have a blanket that reflects everything I've read throughout the year. So far I'm only on 29 reads, I think, so I really need to get reading a bit more. But I've also I've got so many books to catch up on. I think I've got about 6 books I need to create granny squares for. But since March, I'll show them all together, get out of the way. These are the ones that I've created. It's got a nice simple one, another really simple one, but this one, the edge of this one is a bit glittery. I love that. I'm just a bit worried that when I join them all together, you won't really be able to see that part. Oh, this one was lovely. I remember this book. This was for Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldry. That was a really good book. And again, nice simple one. Don't think the colours are showing up very well. I've had to film in here today because it's so gloomy outside. I couldn't film in like the other room I normally film in. I really like this one. This is meant to represent a Tudor rose because I read Unruly by David Mitchell, the comedian. He was a surprisingly good author. Another nice simple one. That was part of a series. The series, I'm trying to make all the granny squares quite similar. Another basic granny square. This one was really pretty. The cover had lots of flowery designs on. I didn't have the perfect turquoise for it, so I thought I'd blend quite a few colours. I really like the 3D flower here. This is from a book called 3D Granny Squares, which should be a nice simple title to remember. I will put out on screen what the book is called that I got the pattern from, because that's a really good book as well. Most of these are just free-handed though. This one I don't like. I think it's a really ugly square, but it'll certainly add to the vibrancy of the blanket. This was the housemaid, I think, and the book cover was blue with a lock symbol on the front. So I had to go at surface crocheting that, and I don't really like it, but it's fine. Another nice simple one. The author of this one actually commented on this, which was very exciting. Another one I don't really like. The book I love. It's The Knife of Never Letting Go by... Oh, I really should know this. I can't remember. It will come to me in about 10 seconds probably. But I tried to create my own knife pattern and I don't think it looks very good. And the next one, this one I really like as well. This was a Bernard Cornwell book. If you know Bernard Cornwell, he wrote all the Last Kingdom books, which you might have seen on Netflix, and he wrote all the Sharp books as well, a very good author. But this is one of his Last Kingdom books that I read. And that's all of the granny squares I have created in the past 6 months. So that's out of the way with. Next, let's see. It's going to check that I'm still actually recording my voice. Yes, I am, for you, because that's happened to me a few times where I've recorded the whole thing and then I look at my voice recorder and it turned off, but thankfully it's still going on. Next, I upcycled some denim jeans, which is something I would like to do a lot more of in the future. I'm already getting pins and needles on the floor here. Here it is. So I had this lovely cotton yarn. I bought loads of cotton yarn when I thought I was going to do loads of strawberry bralettes, but then I only wanted to do the ones, not strawberry bralettes, just bralettes in general. But then I wanted to use my cotton yarn, so I created these kind of retro flowers and I put them on these flared jeans. Again, I'll put a picture here so it's easier to see them, but that was such a fun crochet project, that's the right word. I really enjoyed doing that. They look really good. They are on Etsy. They are a size too small for me. Certainly far too small for me at the moment, being in the second trimester. But I think I love the way they've turned out. Sometimes you look at a denim piece and the inspiration just hits, and that's what happened with them ones. Next that month, I upcycled another denim skirt. My sister got this lovely denim skirt from a charity shop, but it was just a little bit too small for her to feel comfortable in. So I crocheted a few rows of, I can't remember if it was it a triple crochet stitch or a double crochet, I'm not sure. And I just did a few rows of that to make it a little bit longer for her. Again, I'll put the picture on here. That was it for the month of March. April, that's when the tiredness started hitting. But I was in the process of creating a baby romper for my cousin, who was also pregnant. She's just had her baby last week, and little Lara is adorable. I haven't met her yet, but I can't wait to meet her. But I did finish the romper, and a picture of it will be here. I zoomed part of this at a football match I went to. I just sat at the back of the football match crocheting right in the back row. It was good fun. Then I created this little black necklace wherever I've put it. It's definitely around here somewhere. It's here. So I was on the way to Whitby Goth Weekend, which is in April, and I had a nice gothy outfit, but I thought a choker would go really nicely. My partner was driving, Alex was driving, so I thought I'd just whip up this necklace, little choker. Can't see it very well. The camera quality is absolutely terrible. If I do more of these videos, I'm definitely going to have to invest in some sort of better camera, but just a nice picot stitch on the edge, really simple. I haven't weaved in the ends. I figured it was just going to be tied around the back of my neck anyway, so it didn't really matter. Turns out I hate wearing chokers. They are so uncomfortable. So I will probably never wear this again. I don't really know what to do with it. It might just sit in my drawer until Halloween or until next time I go to a Whitby Goth Weekend. I'm not sure. So that was that. Nice quick make. I think it took about half an hour. And then, I did make a really cute make. The idea of it was cute. So I'll put the picture of it here, and then I can explain where it is. I had the idea that I'd get a small cardboard box, crochet around it, and make a little lost library. So that's just what I did. I cut out holes for the windows. I painted the little door. That was quite nice to branch out into using paints, because it's something I would really like to do a lot more of, but I'm not very artistic. I'm creative, but not artistic. But I felt like the door came out nicely, and I got them little battery operated lights and put them inside it. So the nice warm light came from out the windows, and it was very cute, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. It didn't really suit my aesthetic, so I've just given it to a charity shop. I didn't know what else to do with it. I don't know if it will sell, but I couldn't bear to just put it in the bin after the work that went into that. It was a cute idea. That was it for April. Then May, again, it was such hard work to persuade myself to crochet, but I had a few things that I really wanted to finish. I didn't start anything these months, but this little pink baby jumper, again from my cousin, I hated making this. The pattern is so lovely. Again, I'll put the book that it's from on the screen, because it's a really lovely book, a lovely present from Megan, who has borrowed it at the moment. I'm interested to see why she is borrowing it. What other baby patterns, why she might want to make a baby pattern at the moment. Also, her sister is pregnant too, so that's probably why. Yeah, this lovely pink baby jumper, gorgeous pattern. I just had zero motivation for it. Every time I looked at it, even when it was finished, I was like, ugh. Knowing I was pregnant this time, I just still absolutely, I didn't like it. Luckily, I'm having a boy, so it wouldn't have suited them anyway. But I decided to give it to my cousin as a part of her baby shower present. Yes, that was true. And then I also had already started a hippo. This was from the Crochet Society box. I love its little tail, it's so cute. This was something I didn't have to try too hard to make myself finish. But at this point, obviously I'd found out I was pregnant, so I decided to keep this one because I didn't know the gender at this point. But it had blue and pink on. Not that it really matters. But it's adorable, and I really love this Crochet Society box. Me and Megan were talking, and we think that Crochet Society has definitely gone downhill a little bit since Bella Coco, the who was involved in the Crochet Society box, has left. But I think she was still here when this box was created, and it's also some of my favourite yarn. It's I can't remember what it's called. I might put on the video here. But it's definitely got bamboo in, and it's so soft, it's lovely. But yeah, this is going to be for my baby, and I think it might be the only thing I've actually made for my baby. I have no motivation to make them anything. I'm sure I will when I'm a bit closer to time, but at the moment this is all they've got from me. Then that was it for May. Literally just 2 things. June, nothing happened in June. No motivation. Moving on to July. I created a few more pairs of mushroom earrings. I just wanted something where I knew the pattern, something I could just get done. And this was a really nice kind of re-entry into crochet. I sold a few more pairs of these in my Etsy, and I realised I never wear my own earrings, so that was something I really wanted to do. Also, it was one of my friend's birthdays in July. He's a postman, he has a beard. This information is relevant. We all decided to dress up as him, and I crocheted a beard. The pattern I will link down below because it's a free pattern on someone's blog. Here we are. The mouth is really small. I have made these since, and I am selling them on my Etsy, and strangely they seem to be my most popular not pattern, it's not my pattern, the most popular item that I'm selling there at the moment. It's certainly something unusual, isn't it? But the ones I'm selling, I've made the mouth a little bit bigger, but I have also made it clear that it's not my pattern. Not much else to say about this. It was just really funny at the time, and I really like this. Really quick make as well. That was it for July, I believe. Yes, August. That's when I really started to get my crochet back. I've just got a hair in my mouth. I created, so we're very nerdy. I would be surprised if anyone watching this video is into Magic the Gathering. Please let me know if you are. But I created some Magic the Gathering card pouches. I'll show you what I mean. So here we are. We've got the pouch. It's my first attempt at tapestry crochet as well, and I really enjoyed it. It's definitely something I'd like to do more of in the future. And it holds a deck of cards. So each pouch I made is based on the land that the colour comes with. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but yeah, this is a swamp, and hence the skull on the pouch. I can show you the other one as well. This is I was going to say obviously an island. It's not obvious unless you've played the game. But yep, that's based on the water droplet there on the land. I have also made a forest, plains and mountains one as well, which I'll put a picture of here. I have given them away, or sold them actually. The plains I gave to my partner, and he put a beer in the same bag as it, and then the beer exploded, went all over the pouch. Hopefully it's acrylic yarn, so it should wash fine. And unfortunately did ruin some of his cards as well, which is very sad. Then I also made a load of dice pouches in 1 week as well. They're all here. I'll just show them really briefly. It's literally just, if I can undo it, pouches where you put your dice in. I made one in this colourway. This I made whilst on holiday. I just wanted something to do whilst I was on holiday. Nice and simple. And then I've got a lovely yarn with a nice like pink fade. I can't remember what this is called, but it's from the knitting network. I made 3 of these ones, and then I also have a lovely blue ombre type yarn, which I made a dice pouch out of as well. Again, just really simple, nice little dice pouches. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I haven't even put them on my Etsy yet, so I think I will, and then I don't know, we'll see. Next, I made a finished hexie cardie. It was my partner's mum's birthday. The hair's gone now. Early August, so I needed to finish the hexie cardie for her birthday, which I did, and I'll put a picture of it here. I love the yarn colours. Can't remember what yarn it is. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen as well. But I love this so much. I've had to start making a hex cardie for myself. I didn't want to do one that was in the same colours, so I've chosen a different yarn. This one here, I'll show you clearer at the end of this video. But I prefer the colours in the one that I made for Sue. This one is just so pretty. I love the buttons I used. They are from a charity shop. I got a massive bag from the charity shop, and the white yarn I used for the ribbing, part of it is actually from her mum, who passed away, and then Sue gave me loads of her yarn, so it's nice to be able to put some of that yarn into a project for her, if that makes sense. Then one more thing I did in August. Cornelius the frog. I really wanted to make a happy, it doesn't look that happy to be honest, but at least it doesn't look sad, wizard frog. I love the pattern. This pattern is from Etsy. I'll link them down below as well. I think I need to go over the embroidery for the hat again, because it looks a little bit like a mouth, I think, and I need to make it clearer that it's a hat. But it's so cute. I love the colours I've used. It's just so huggable, and he's lovely, isn't he? Little Cornelius. He's sitting on our TV unit at the moment. That was it for August. I'll just show you one thing I made in September, because I think they're really cute. I decided to get ahead of the game and make these little crochet pumpkins. They are quite big. I'll if I can show you. There we are. About a similar size to my mushrooms, I suppose, but they're really cute. I love it's kind of like a knit look crochet ribbing. Lovely little bottom as well. They're so cute. I love making these. They do take the same amount of time as making a larger pumpkin. So each one took about an hour. So I am selling them on my Etsy, but I feel like I need to sell them for more because of how long they took to make. The pattern is really simple because it's just obviously just a rectangle that you then sew together and then cinch at the top and the bottom. So I don't know if can I get away with making a pattern for this? Would people actually want that, or can they make these themselves? I don't know. I might put something out there on my Instagram to see if anyone wants to test the pattern, and if I do get any interest, into creating it, making it into an earring, then I will go ahead with it. But I don't think it's original enough to really create my own pattern. We'll see. And that is it. That is everything I have created in the past 6 months. Lastly, I do quickly want to talk about things that I would like to make this month. We are currently on somewhere in the 7th of September. That is what we are on. So for the rest of September, I have some plans. I have been I've been doing the fall into autumn blanket, which was a crochet along by the Borough UK, who is on Instagram. Absolutely incredible pattern. Look at the detail on this. There's quite a few things I need to do. I need to embroider the mushrooms. I put the poppies on the wrong side, so I need to unpick them and sew them on the right side. And I need to do the border. But that is all I need to do. I will post a picture of what it looks like so far on here. Again, I took the pictures today and it's so gloomy today. I will definitely take better pictures when it's finished. But I would like to finish this in the next few days, ideally. It also does say sew in the ends before you do the border, but I'm going to see if I can get away with just crocheting them into the border and weaving them as I go. We'll see how that goes. I love cheats like that. Something else I would like to do is make progress on my own cardigan. Like I said, the one I made for my mother-in-law, I've loved. So this is the colourway that I'm using for my own. The yarn, it's just from, I think it's from the Knitting Network. I could be wrong, I could be lying. It's King Cole Bramble DK. And it's a little bit scratchy. It's definitely not fancy hand-dyed yarn, but it will do for me. It's 100% acrylic, it'll be washable, and it's very pretty. I thought it's perfect for autumn. 2 more things I would like to do this month. Let's see what they are. Yes, so in November, Megan and I are going to the Yorkshire Yarn Festival. We went last year, and last year I bought a medieval embroidery kit by this woman. I've written a name down. I've definitely, it's not her name, it's her Instagram name or her business name. Opus Anglicanum, something like that. But she does these quite rude medieval embroidery patterns, things like mansplaining and female gardener. I'll let you look it up yourself if you wish. And I got one of them, and I can't remember which one I got, and I haven't started it, so I need to at least start that before I go to the Yorkshire Yarn Festival. Ideally finish it, but I've got till November. Otherwise I can't really justify buying anything new when I do go this time. And then finally, one more thing I would like to do this month. Yes, I went to a charity shop in Wetherby, and this was £2, and how pretty is this? My plan is to crochet some autumn coloured leaves in different colours, and some mushrooms, maybe some acorns, and just put all them on and create a lovely autumn wreath. That is it. That is everything. If you have made it to the end of this quite long video, thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully be back every 2 weeks. We will see how that goes. My plan is in 2 weeks' time to do some sort of 20 patterns. I did actually film one and never release it, so I might release that one in 2 weeks. We'll see. Keep an eye on the channel. If you did like this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.